Alright, we're going to be arranging for fingerstyle guitar the beautiful hymn, There Is a Fountain. Now let's take a listen to what it sounds like first. There is a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's veins, and sinners plunged beneath that flood lose all their guilty stains, lose all their guilty stains, lose all their guilty stains, and sinners plunged beneath that flood lose all their guilty stains. Alright, so really beautiful and simple hymn. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take that melody, take that harmony and combine it together to play on solo fingerstyle guitar. And in order to do this, I've got these 4 free guides that you can go download for free at my website. I already said free. But anyway, yeah, it's got all the material that you need to cover this lesson and what we're gonna be doing here. And I'm gonna walk you through step by step how to use these guides. Alright, so we're gonna delve into the fingerstyle arrangement guide. It's got all the steps that we need. So step number 1 is really simple. We're going to determine what is our key and our meter, which is the song foundation. So in this case, the key, I've selected E major. Alright. Oh, my handwriting is really ugly. And the meter is going to be simple. It's just going to be in 4/4. Right? There 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on and so forth. So yep. Alright. So 4/4 E major. Now step number 2. We're going to select our fretboard position. Now we've got either open position or closed position. Open position means that we're going to be living in this general area of the fretboard, first 4 frets, where we're going to have a lot of open strings in our chords. And closed position means we're going to go higher, where we're not really going to use open strings so much. So we can play our chords up here. Usually we use mostly bar chords, right? And today, I'm going to be a little bit more interesting. We're going to work with closed position, okay? So what are the pros of closed position? We get more control over the articulation of individual notes, right? We get more freedom in improvisation. We can control and articulate our dynamics better, and we can play in a wide variety of keys very easily, all right? And some of the cons are that generally you have less low end range and a thinner texture because we are playing higher up on the guitar. But I really love arranging in closed position, and let's see where we go in this lesson, all right? Let's see how it sounds like. So step number 3, we're going to select our scale positions. So we already decided that we're going to be in closed position. So let's select a closed position, movable scale position, all right? To do that, we go to our scale melody guide. Let's just go straight to the 7 movable scale positions. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to be using 2 scale positions, all right? Because this song has quite a wide melodic range. So I'm going to use 2 movable scale positions to cover that melody, all right? So what we're going to do, we're going to use the 5/4 major scale, right? This one. Over here, let me try and draw a neat little box. Yes, all right, 5/4 major scale as well as the 5/2 major scale. All right, we're going to use 2 scales for this one. So what we're going to do first, let's do the top one first, okay? So 5/2 major scale, this one, all right, we're doing this one first. Let's play that together. So up here, what it means, 5/2 means that the lowest root note, which is our E note, is going to be on the 5th string, and we're going to play it with our 2nd finger of the left hand. Alright, so all of these concepts I cover in depth and I walk you through them in my Fingerstyle for the World course that you can check out at the description in the link below. Right, I don't have time on a YouTube video to cover everything, but all the material is there for you on the guides. But if you want to study in depth all of the material, then you have to go to my paid course, which I encourage you to check out. But anyway, let's play the 5/2 major scale here. I'm gonna sing it in solfege as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. No, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And that's it, alright? That's the 5/2 major scale. Now we're gonna do the 5/4 major scale, which is this one over here. Okay, so what it means is that the same root note, but now we're going to play it with our 4th finger over here, right? Which is the little finger. We're going to start with the 4th finger, and this is how it goes. Do, 2, 3, 4. do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Alright, so we've got our scale positions there, and from these scale positions we're going to derive the melody. Alright, so let's go back to our fingerstyle arrangement guide. Alright, so we're going to go to step number 4 now, which is my favorite and also the most crucial step, where we process the melody with solfege. So previously we sung the scale in solfege. Now we're going to sing the melody in solfege. Alright, so we're going to pick out the individual notes from the scale to form the melody. So this is our melody. It's, you know, like this. There is a fountain. Alright, so we're going to work with that first phrase, and I'm going to show you how to derive the melody in solfege from that. Alright, then you can work through the rest of the song on your own time, but I don't want to spend 10 hours here. Okay, so we're just going to do the first line. So we're going to first get our do note. Do. So this is our do, right? The first note of the scale, the lowest root note. Now let's sing the first note of the melody, which is ve. Now it's actually the same note, right? Do and ve. So okay, the first note is do. Now what's the second note? Ve. Okay, so it's higher than our do. So let's just climb up the scale. Right, so do, re, mi, ve, do, mi. Alright, so I want to show you how the syllables, you can find it in the Solfege musicianship guide over here. Okay, you can, it's all there. So now we're working with the major scale. Alright, so major scale here. Alright, I'm just gonna circle it, although I'm pretty sure that you can find it on your own. But so far we've got do, mi, right? Now, what's the next word? There is. So it is higher. So do, mi. Is it do, mi, fa? No, it's not. Do, mi, fa, so. Yes, that's it. Do, mi, so. There is a found. What's this? A found. Do, mi, so, la, so. Turn. Oh, that's quite high. Well, what note is that? Well, I'm not sure yet, but let's figure it out, right? Do, mi, so, la, ti, do. Oh, okay, it's the do all the way up here, alright, above the ti. So we've got so far, do, mi, so, la, so, do, right? Turn filled with blood. Alright, what's this? With blood. Well, let's descend from the scale. Do, ti, la. That's the note. La, so, la, so. Alright, so we've got the melody. So far it's do, mi, so, la, so. Do, do, la, so. Okay, and that is basically how you figure out the melody. Of course, it takes time to do it, especially if you're going to do it for the whole song. But yeah, that's basically it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to the scale melody guide. So we've got our scale position here. Well, let's just try to play it on the 5/4 major scale first. So this is how it will go. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, do, la, so. Alright, there we have it. Now, I'm gonna play the rest of the song for you in Solfege, and I believe that you can take your own time and figure it out on your own, okay? 1, 2, 3. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, do, la, so, do, mi, so, la, so, mi, do, re, 2, 3. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, do, la, so, do, re, mi. I'm sliding up to the 5/2 major scale position here. Do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, re, do. La, so. So, la, so, mi, do, re. And do, mi, so. Back to the 5/4 major scale position. La, so. Do, do. La, so. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, re, do. And there we have it. Alright, that's our melody in Solfege, and we could immediately play it on the guitar. So this is that step done. So let's go back to our fingerstyle arrangement guide. Alright, so we've already processed the melody with Solfege. Now the next step is we're going to select our chord positions. Alright, so because we're in closed position, I'm just going to select chords that are generally around the area where we are playing the melody. So we're going to use a lot of movable chord shapes. So we're going to go to our chord harmony guide. We're going to go to the movable, where is that? Movable triad chord shapes. Alright, so looking at the chords for this song, there are only 3 chords really, right? We've got E, we've got A, and we've got B. But I don't want to play it in open position. I'm going to play it up here. So what I'm going to do for E, generally, the first one I'm going to start with is this one. So this is using the C major shape, this one, but moved up so that it's an E major. So what does that mean, right? So this is everybody knows and loves the C major chord, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to retain this shape and I'm just going to use the index finger to bar, and then move it all the way up such that the root note is an E note, and this automatically becomes an E major chord, although it looks like a C major chord, right? If you listen to our regular E major chord here, it sounds the same pretty much, right, as this one, right? These are both E major chords. So this is the chord shape that I'm going to be using to start off the song with. And then for the A chord, I'm going to play it here, and this is the E major shape, right? E shape over here. Why is that so? Because this is our regular E chord, right? E chord will play like this. I'll change the fingering so that my index finger is free, and then I can bar where the nut is and move it all the way up, and then it becomes an A chord. And I'm going to do that the same thing for the B chord. It's just moved up higher by 2 frets. Okay, so again, if you want to study all of this concept, if this is too rapid, too fast, just go to my Fingerstyle for the World course. I cover all of that really slowly and in depth. Okay, so we figured out our chord shapes. Basically our E, or E here, A and D. Alright, and there are other chord shapes that we can use as well. Yeah, but basically I'm just using chords in this general area. Right, so we've got our chord shapes. Now, the fun part, we're going to combine our melody and harmony together. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to hold as much of the chord as possible while playing the melody over it. And this is what it will sound like, alright? Do, mi, so, la, so, do, do, la, so, do, mi, so, la, so, mi, do, re. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, do, la, so, do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. La, so, la, so, mi, do, re. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, do, la, so, do, re, mi, re, do. Alright, so that's our skeletal arrangement, right? It's slow, stately, we've got the melody, we've got the harmony there. Without a doubt, that's the song. But now we're going to go to our next step where we're going to add our musical signature in there. So what that means is that we're just going to make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more expressive, and something that's uniquely mine. So for this song, the techniques I'm going to use is, some string percussion. I want it to be a bit more lively. It's a celebratory song, right? We're full of joy because our guilty stains have been cleansed by Emmanuel's veins, by the fountain of blood. Okay, but anyway, so that is the message of the song, and I want to bring that joy across in my playing as well. So yeah, so this is the step where we kind of have a little bit of fun and make the song our unique arrangement. Alright, so this is my take on There Is a Fountain for fingerstyle guitar. I hope you enjoy it. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that was fun. Now, if you have any questions about this process, just drop it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Now, do check out my course, download the guides, and I'm leaving you with a lot of material for you to practice and work on your own time. Alright, have a great day. See you. Bye-bye.